Before the accelerator, I've been pitching with passion without structure. However, after the accelerator, I had more strategic clarity and I was investment ready. Hi, my name is Nelson and I'm a founder. I've been doing this founder thing for 8 years now. This is my 9th day talking to camera. It's been a great experience, but for you as well, I think you're learning new things on fundraising and some other things. As you may know, one of the biggest role as a founder is revenue and fundraising. So if you're interested in how I would start, if I'm to start again my journey as a CEO, here are some of the things I would do. Number one, structure. It forced me to package my idea to be investment ready and to be sellable. This is important because initially when you've got an idea, it's probably vague. There is no clarity. You don't really know how to navigate all these things. However, what Accelerator does for you is it teaches you how to put in structure into that business. And this helps you to learn market validation framework, financial models, and a couple of other things. I recall that when I started my organization, I didn't have the financial structure in place. The idea wasn't fully formed yet. I didn't know the core of the idea. It was through the accelerator process that inconsistent question that my mentor asked was why? Why? He kept asking why. So why is a problem analysis strategy? In asking why, I was able to think deeper into the idea and know what are the main root causes of that particular problem. And I was able to better understand the problem and address those pain points. One thing also doing Accelerator is that they make you pitch a lot. You keep pitching that idea over and over and refining that idea because we add private pitch sections and we add public pitch sections. What that did for me was that in the public pitch sections, we had people that would ask questions about those ideas. And in one of those sections, a particular person asked a question and that changed the trajectory of my idea all over again. With the question he asked, I was able to move from that idea to an immediate need in the society that I could address with my strategy and not go for the big picture. So I was able to start from a niche and work my way through to other problems I was seeing. Whereas it would have been a good idea, but it wouldn't have really made a lot of impact and got the traction it had. But because I was pitching a lot and people were giving me feedbacks, I was able to get to that point where I had better understanding of the situation and I was able to meet a need that would touch and make impact. Number 2 point is that Accelerator helps by introducing you directly to the investors, to the donors in the space. What this does is that instead of you trying to do this solo ride all by yourself, you get people to work with you that already know the landscape and can introduce you to the investors within the same focal area that you're working in. And introductions matters a lot. It's like someone opening up and backing you and tell them, this guy has got this set of skills and I can back him. So during our demo day sections, we get to demo and pitch our ideas to potential investors. And what this does is it puts your idea before these investors and they're able to ask questions and give feedback. So a particular investor asked, what can they apply this solution to solve this particular pain point within their portfolio strategy? And I was able to think quickly on my feet how they could apply that to solve that problem. With that, I got the interest of that. I was able to do a follow-on conversation based on those demo day sections. So you are not left hanging. You are not a solo founder if you go without an accelerator, but it provides you that opportunity to get introduced and to get people to vouch for you. Because in this world, there is a low trust. You can't just walk into anybody and you expect that that person is going to believe you. There is low trust everywhere. But having a set of people that could vouch for you, that they've gotten the necessary visibility already, they've already made names for themselves, they've already got their own business or their own brand figured out. Getting such person introduce you is a very long way, invaluable in your founder journey. So even now that I move back and forth different countries, when I want to work in a new country, I look for accelerators that could help in those new country as the gateway into the economic landscape of that country. Because these are people that are more or less like the gatekeepers, sort of. They can help you navigate the system a lot faster, much better. Number 3, accountability. In Accelerator, they made us do a lot of accountability sections. So I need to report every week what I've been doing. And because I needed to report every week what I've been doing, it helped me a lot to stay focused on my idea. The accelerator I went through, I was being paid a stipend. And because I was paid a stipend, I'd left my job and I was focused on that. The accelerator was supporting me to build my idea and was paying me for it. So I couldn't do less than to deliver. I must deliver because that is what I've got. I had to be narrow focused to provide value to that accelerator. Accountability sometimes seems like a simple thing, but if you go to gym and you are not working out in your house, you are paying for accountability. It's not because you can't work out your house, but it's just that going to the gym provides you a sense of accountability, especially if you have a gym instructor or someone that is walking you through that process. It's because you've got an accountability process. Sometimes people are trying to reduce weight, and I've done that a couple of times. But by the time you have a dietitian working with you, someone that acts as an accountability partner, that goes a long way in changing the level of effort you put into the work you're doing. So it's important. An accelerator provides that accountability structure for you to get you focused and to get things done. And if I'm to do anything in my founder journey, again, that accountability is a major component of my work that I don't joke with. The 4th point is credibility. And credibility is a big one. Like I said, trust is a big thing to repose or to place on people nowadays. However, going through an accelerator provides you a certain level of credibility that you've been seasoned, you've been put together, you've now been delivered to the world, and you are a ready meal. And in this case, you are investment ready. You've learned one or two things, how to put structure in your business. What are the legal components of your business? What are the regulatory components of your business? How do you manage investors' money? How do you report some of all these things? These are some of the things that helps you to show that level of credibility when someone decides to fund you. And an accelerator is a very easy and fast way to get that level of credibility and trust because you've got backed. Just a quick one. One other ways that you could get that level of credibility, but that comes later in your founder journey, is also having fellowships or things that are similar to fellowships. But that only comes into play when you've built track record. Fellowship will not support you at the early stage when your ideas are not fully formed. It's at the later stage. So if you're a first-time founder, Accelerator is good for you. But if you've got something going on for yourself, a form of fellowship is good for you, or a mix of both, Accelerator and fellowship, because most accelerators nowadays would not even take idea level. Some do, but most needs a certain level of traction, a certain level of a show of commitment to that idea, that you're probably acquiring users. You've got an MVP going on. You've got some level of traction in that particular initiative or business going on before they will decide to fund you. So credibility is a big thing. And in my founder's journey, that is one thing that I wouldn't joke with. The fifth thing is investor material. So by the time you're exiting the accelerator, most accelerator will provide you a certain level of investor materials. It could be in form of financial materials, how to put, and these are some of the things that would help you navigate your post-accelerator journey better. These proposal templates. These are very important because if you are working in a field that, even if you've worked in that field for a while, founder journey is a different level of journey. For example, I've been a lawyer, but being a founder of a legal tech organization is a different ballgame. So going through that journey, you need certain level of resources, and these legal, financial templates, decks, some of the things that will have been refined for you in the accelerator. In fact, my accelerator went as far as doing video sections, short video sections that we could use on social media that will speak to our work, because people only invest in people that are visible and are findable, and then they become fundable. So they did all that, ensure that our names are all out there on the internet. If people search our names and our idea, they could find something about it. Those are some of the things that accelerators provide for you when you go through that journey. If you find this video helpful, like and comment things you've learned in your founder's journey. Probably if you have gone to an accelerator or you went to an accelerator, let's learn together. Thank you. Subscribe and watch out for my next video. Cheers.